Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talk. So Philip Schofield, the This Morning presenter, has resigned with immediate effect, it says here. Now, in the grand scheme of things, this isn't important at all, but I think it's a good opportunity to remind people how the system works, how what you see, how what you're told, the way things are, the way things work, the political system, democracy, the whole thing, the entertainment industry, the way it's presented to you is not what you've been led to believe. It's an illusion. It's all a front. It's all an act. It's a pantomime. There is a lot of talk online about Schofield and people suggesting that the other presenter, what's her name, the Willoughby one, has been covering up for him for years. If you remember, he came out as gay not that long ago, and that was, I would imagine, because he knew that a cat was going to be let out of the bag at some point. I mean, he kept it a secret long enough. It says here he was married 1993, and he admits he knew he was gay when he got married. He was a TV presenter back then. Maybe it was all about creating a facade. Of course, you had his brother just the other day being sentenced to 12 years for 11 child sex offences, his brother. And there is much talk online of Philip Schofield's other relationships over the years. Biblically, right, it says, even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Okay, things will be revealed. Now, this whole story isn't a big deal. You already saw how the system works with the likes of Epstein and Savile, how those in positions of power, whether it's a politician, a CEO, a celebrity, presenters, such as these people, presenters who also pushed the whole jib-jab propaganda, the lockdown propaganda, presented politicians in a controlled and scripted way. Like I said before, this is all a script. People can be easily written out and replaced with another actor, with another presenter, with another politician. Politicians who are just actors following a script, okay? Now, Schofield is just one piece of the pantomime. And obviously, he had quite an important role presenting one of the main channel's morning shows every weekday. Anyone they give a responsibility to, a big responsibility over a long period of time, is usually compromised. They have something on them. They have to be signed up to the club. They are constrained by the rules of the ruling dynasty, which is, as I've said, is the Roman Empire. It ain't never gone away. Schofield was a presenter for the bread and circus, for the Roman entertainment, to keep the masses distracted, to keep them dumbed down, entertained, spellbound. If they are part of the club, then they have to follow the rules. And the more important their job, the more the establishment will want to have on them in order to make sure they keep them in line. That means these people who are in front of your faces, who are given these positions, find themselves in these positions because they have allowed themselves to be compromised, if you know what I mean. Epstein Island, for example, was devised to get compromising evidence on politicians, on businessmen, on high-powered international individuals so they can be controlled. The ones who end up getting the biggest jobs are the ones that are most easily controlled. And it's not just what you see on your Black Mirror screens. It's, for example, the law. The law. You have the bar exam to become a barrister. That's international. That also stems from Roman law. You have to pass the bar exam. And then you have to join the club. The Crown Temple Bar Association in the UK. Once you have passed, you have to join one of the inns of court. There are 4 inns of court: Gray's Inn, Lincoln's Inn, Inner Temple and Middle Temple. These inns were started by the Knights Templar, the Order of the Temple. It's the Crown Temple, the Crown Courts. The Knights Templar were Roman Empire Catholic army invading countries who wouldn't submit to Roman Catholic law. You see the coronation the other day. You see the royals' fancy dress outfits. That's the Knights Templar. They call it the Order of the Garter, but it's the Knights Templar. You see, it's the same. You've got the Knights Malta. They're the Knights Templar. It's the Roman Empire. But some will say the coronation was an Anglican Protestant ceremony. It's all an illusion. They are all in the same club. I talked about it before, the Pepsi-Cola, Coca-Cola, Hegelian dialectic. Yeah, the Pope, the King Charles, Roman Catholics, Protestants. It's all the Roman Empire. And they control the law. It's Roman law and morality law. Look, I'm going off on a tangent, right? But as I've said before, all of what you see is an illusion. It's not what it seems. It's mindless entertainment that keeps you distracted and dumbed down. And to steer you away from God, from the Bible, and especially Jesus. And also to promote sin into your life. And this is done very subtly in a show like This Morning. It will get you gossiping about people, about celebrities. It will have the viewers obsessing over the way they look. Vanity. They will be talking constantly about eating food, about recipes, menus, greed. They'll have you worshipping false idols, having discussions about strange relationships. It's all very subtle. I believe as time goes on, the entertainment industry and what its agenda is going to become more and more obvious to people. A great many more people can see through it now more than a few years ago. And for those of you with discernment, as time goes on, that facade will become more and more blindingly obvious. All will be revealed. Okay, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to HugoTalks.com website to get notifications of all videos when they're uploaded, and I'll see you later.